The Queen spent her final days at her beloved Balmoral estate, where she reportedly hosted a shooting party for her cousins and enjoyed supper with a clergyman. A royal expert has revealed how the Queen spent her final days at her beloved Balmoral estate in the Scottish Highlands. According to Richard Kay, a columnist at the Daily Mail, Her Majesty organised a shooting party for her cousins at Balmoral Castle. The event lasted a few days and the dinner on the Sunday before she passed away was said to be informal. Her guests were her Bowes-Lyons cousins who she had always been close to. Richard Kay wrote, "One thing that hadn't changed when they all sat down in the castle dining room that evening was the reassuring presence of the Queen. She was on good form, they said, perky even. It was clear she drew strength from having loved ones around her." Her physical decline had not made her last weeks easy. Standing and walking, especially up and down stairs, were difficult and she was eating sparingly. But the joy of being at her favorite home more than made up for it, Mr. Kay continued. She asked that many of the traditions of a Balmoral summer should continue, even though she could not join it as she once did, particularly with the walks and the picnics, and she found it harder to do her regular newspaper crossword puzzle. The Queen had been suffering from sporadic mobility issues in the lead-up to her death on September 8, which had caused her to miss out on a number of important dates in her calendar. Despite this, there had been reports that the Queen was seen walking her beloved corgis in her final days. Speaking on Sky News, presenter James Matthews spoke of the Queen's friends' comments. Quoting the longest-reigning monarch's friends, Mr. Matthews said, "She was in good spirits on Tuesday. When she met Liz Truss she was in a jovial mood. She commented about the weather. She commented on the dark skies." He added, "She has been out and about in recent weeks. She has been seen picnicking with her lady-in-waiting. She's been seen walking the corgis, lunching and picnicking at her mother's fishing hut, with and without a stick. People told me she looked happier and healthier than she had done perhaps a couple of weeks ago." The Queen had been spotted using a walking stick during public appearances, but sources also stated she had been seen without it several times. Mr. Kay said the late monarch had a keen interest in one particular weather forecaster. Tomasz Szafenecker, a BBC weatherman, was said to have been a bit of a crush for the 96-year-old Queen, who never missed one of his forecasts. A close figure told Mr. Kay, "It was like a bit of a crush, she always wanted to watch the forecasts when he was on. She was amused hearing the cadences when his name was read out, but she loved watching him, too." Soon after her arrival in Scotland this summer, the Queen reportedly suffered a sadness as her beloved dog Candy, a Dachshund Corgi crossbreed known as a Dorgie, died. The loss was said to be a big blow for the animal lover, who has a known love for corgis and has owned dozens in her lifetime. Candy had been by the Queen's side since 2004, making it to the remarkable age of 18. Despite this, the late monarch appeared to have made the most of her time at the estate that she had been visiting since she was a little girl and spent her final days enjoying time with relatives.